In the history of innovation, very few names shine as brightly as Steve Jobs, the man who dared to dream differently, the man who changed how we communicate, how we work, how we live. But behind his success is a story of pain, rejection, failure, and unstoppable determination. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955 in San Francisco, USA. But life didn't begin with comfort. He was given up for adoption at birth, a painful beginning that could break any child. Yet destiny had chosen something greater for him. Growing up, Steve was never a straight-A student. In school, he often struggled and got into trouble. Teachers called him a problem child. But Steve had something more powerful than grades: curiosity and imagination. At age 20, in 1976, Steve Jobs and his friend Steve Wozniak started Apple in a tiny garage. No money, no fancy office, just a dream and non-stop hard work. They built the first Apple computer with their own hands, and soon Apple became one of the fastest-growing companies in America. But success brought problems too. At just 30 years old, Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he created. Imagine building something with your passion and being kicked out. Steve was heartbroken. He felt like a complete failure. He once said, "I didn't see it then, but getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me." Instead of giving up, Steve started again. He built Next Computers and then Pixar Animation Studios, producing hits like Toy Story, the movie that changed animation forever. In 1997, Apple was dying financially, and the board members who once removed Steve brought him back. He returned as CEO and changed everything: iMac, iPod, iPhone, iPad. He didn't follow trends, he created them. Steve Jobs turned Apple into the world's most valuable company, worth over $2 trillion to date. In his final years, he battled cancer, yet continued working to build the future. On October 5, 2011, the world lost a visionary. But his legacy lives in every smartphone, every digital innovation, and every dreamer who refuses to quit. Steve's life teaches us: heavy checkmark, circumstances don't define you. Choices do. Heavy checkmark, failure isn't the end. It's your greatest teacher. Heavy checkmark, crazy people with crazy ideas change the world. Outro. So remember, when life throws you down, don't stop. Because the world only remembers those who rise again. Be unstoppable.